Welcome to Beaver Stadium, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, one of the largest crowds in college football assembled here. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the third-ranked team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to get this game going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Makes the catch. It's Woods. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Hey, a first down here by this Oregon offense. Nice to see the quarterback and receiver in sync and very efficient. Something that Oregon really prides itself on. As much as you want to think about that quarterback with the ability to run, remember, they can hurt you with their arm as well.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is down in the backfield. They may have roughed the quarterback. Egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic first down. Let's hope the quarterback is okay. The Ducks churn out another first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders in this defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Let's see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And the quarterback dropping back, trying to extend the play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They got a real shot here now on third down.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket now. Has no one to throw to there on third down, and now it's a fourth down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it's good. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the quarterback. Not easy with that size difference.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Pressure is coming. Trying to get the throw off. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. He's got some room and some blockers here. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. It's a quick spin move. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he drops back in the gun. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. And they'll set up with a PAT. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Oregon 10, Penn State 0.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They finally corral him at the 1.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Ducks looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks. That's an old-school leap, just up and over the defense into the end zone.
Man, that running back needs to find the picture of that touchdown. Up into the air. He can frame that. That's a nice score to remember.
And the PAT is good. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Tries the right with a quick throw. And he pulls in the catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Nittany Lions lining up here on 1st and 10. The shotgun running play call. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. Offense getting set. It's second down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball. If this one was an interception, he better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Nittany Lions look to keep this drive moving. On first down, it's play action. Lofting it toward the left sideline. And that will fall incomplete. They took a shot on what will be the final play of the first quarter.
17, Penn State 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short gain.
They've converted both third down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he throws his third interception of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Hit as he released it. Catch is made down the middle. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Well, that's a great job of working the middle of the field by this quarterback, and he picks up big yards.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. The Ducks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the first down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness. Ability to run the ball when they have to pick up first downs, and they did it right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Woods. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Boy, nice completion here by this Oregon offense to be able to show you it's not just about the quarterback's ability to run. Often you associate that with that Oregon quarterback, right? That dual threat guy that can run it. Do not forget about their ability to throw the football out in Eugene. Think about Darren Thomas, the career that he had. He started for a few years, took his team all the way to the national championship, made some big throws, and Justin Herbert. Of course, enough said, we see it every NFL Sunday what he can do. 4-year starter for the Ducks. We're still seeing these Ducks quarterbacks being able to throw the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
This is why this guy's considered one of the top defensive ends in the entire country. He came in off the edge so quickly there. Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
He's got it for a big gain.
Boy, they get some big yards here on third down, but they're still going to be short, so it'll bring up a fourth down and a big decision for this offense.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. And now the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Catch made by the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. That's a quick tackle, but they pick up solid yardage on that short throw.
You see more and more offenses in college football going with 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Keeping it on the ground here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So no long field goal attempt. The offense is on the field to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he decides to just run out of bounds short of that 1st down marker. It's a strange choice. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop on the last possession. Let's see what happens here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
1st down and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Second and goal for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that, the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. Stopped short of the marker after just a short game. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He slings this one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick this deep to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Bulldozing his way past tacklers. Touchdown, Penn State. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Offense makes their way on the field. Opening play of the drive, let's go to the left. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Passes the 40. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Ball handed off. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Caught quickly. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. And I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage.
You know, make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
14.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The Nittany Lions hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And then first down, right back to the running game. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Mark down at the 41-yard line. Now, fourth down.
The ball near midfield. No punting team. The offense is going for it. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Lets it go quickly. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little or slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with the conversion, keep those sticks moving.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the pass is incomplete.
On the screen. He's now second down.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the grab. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Chris, I don't know, man. I think he gets across the middle. He starts thinking about those linebackers and safeties. Got a little bit nervous, lost his concentration, and drops the ball.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. Here comes a handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
The back's got it. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Catch made on the right side. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line. Because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route. And the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. To make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oregon 27, Penn State 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
I think the defense got through here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. They continue to feed the running back, but he has had nowhere to go today. They've been getting owned at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Got him, he's sacked.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure, just got it away.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That's an important score. We got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Look him out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here. Lets it go. With the catch, it's Woods. Refusing to be brought down before gaining 1st down yardage.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Gets free now, heads into the secondary. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that.
Will he score here? Touchdown, Ducks. This offense cannot be stopped.
Oregon, number 12, in the end zone.
Now the important point after attempt. He knocked through the PAT. It's now a 13-point lead here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
21.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And here comes a deep shot. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Can he take it all the way? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon.
Touchdown, Oregon, number 12, with the carry.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the extra point makes the lead 20 here in the 4th quarter.
That makes the score Oregon 41.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Set to kick this one away.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Going for a big play downfield. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. 1st down here for this offense. Toss play to the outside. Breaking tackles.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap and turns it around and flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. The Ducks will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Can he get there on the ground? The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. It'll be a 34-yard try. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Penn State offense is back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's complete downfield. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line. First and 10 now for the offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space. And a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Let's it go. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Breaking free at the 35. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Well, it wasn't a flawless performance, Kirk, but they looked pretty good out there today and a very satisfying W.
I think this group has a chance to do some really special things this year. They clearly have talent to be able to work with. I've been impressed with how this head coach managed the game and led his team to a victory.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.